Hello everyone, welcome back to High Stakes. My name is Brian. I'd like to start this video by asking for your support in 2 simple steps. First, please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to push the bell icon so you don't miss any of our daily betting videos. Second, give this video a like, it really helps the algorithm boost our visibility. Now before we dive in, for those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, if our guidance has helped you win bets and generate revenue, we kindly ask for your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance is crucial in strengthening our presence on YouTube. Feel free to explore our Patreon support tier or check out our other options. Thank you. Atlanta Dream vs Connecticut Sun. The Atlanta Dream have been playing at a lesser level this year and needs to get going to snap this current losing streak. They are coming off an 8-5-8-2 road loss against the Dallas Wings last time out, and veteran guard Alicia Gray dominated as she had 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists in the game. The Connecticut Sun have been doing incredibly well up to this point of the WNBA season and look like a well-oiled machine. They are coming off an exciting 7-8-7-3 road victory over the Minnesota Lynx in their most recent game, and it helps when veteran forward Dewana Bonner has finished with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and a steal. There is a distinct difference in the skill level between the Atlanta Dream and the Connecticut Sun this season, and it should shine here. Connecticut is entering this game on a winning streak, while Atlanta is on a losing streak, so these teams are trending in different directions as they look to pick up a win in this game. When looking at the net ratings that both of these teams have produced so far this season, there is a massive gap as Atlanta is 9th in women's basketball with a -5.8 net rating, while Connecticut is 3rd in the WNBA with an 8.6 net rating, which is significantly larger than the spread. Atlanta is dealing with a lot of injuries in their backcourt as Ariel Powers, Jordan Canada, and Ryan Howard are all going to miss this game for the Dream, which makes a weak team even weaker as they enter one of the toughest arenas in the entire WNBA to win a road game in. Go with the Connecticut Sun -11 points. The Connecticut Sun needs to be more focused on the offensive side of the floor as they are 8th in the WNBA with 79.9 points per game allowed and are shooting 44.0% from the floor. On the defensive side of the court, Connecticut is best in the sport with 73.1 points per game allowed. The Sun has one of the most talented rosters in the sport and should continue to do well as the season continues. The Atlanta Dream are having way too many issues in trying to figure out how to put points on the board as Atlanta is currently ranked last in the WNBA with 76.3 points per game this season. The defense has been their stronger suit up to this point as the Dream are 5th with 81.0 points per game allowed. The Atlanta Dream needs to wake up if they want to be considered a playoff contending team this season. This is the 3rd meeting between these teams and neither game saw more than 152 combined points, so these teams should be able to keep the total low. These teams have seen the under hit in their games more consistently as Atlanta has had the under hit in 9 of their 18 games played so far this year, while Connecticut saw the under wind up being hit in 9 of their first 20 games in this WNBA season. One thing that both of these teams have done an excellent job at doing has been limiting the amount of second chance baskets against them. The Dream are 3rd in the sport with 9.5 second chance points allowed per game, while the Sun are right ahead of them in 2nd place with 9.0 points per game given up. All in all, go with under 152 total points in this game as both teams have been absolutely miserable offensively and should struggle to find the bottom of the basket in this matchup. Take under 152 points. Dallas Wings vs Las Vegas Aces. The Las Vegas Aces are way too dominant compared to the Dallas Wings so far this season and should be able to dominate in this game. The Dallas Wings are struggling to cover the spread as they are 7-14 against the spread so far this season, while the Las Vegas Aces are 8-11 against the spread up to this point. The defenses have been on 2 completely different sides of things as Dallas is allowing 98.7 points in their previous 3 games, while Las Vegas is giving up 76.0 points in their last 5 games right now. When diving into the net ratings this year, these teams are doing well as the Wings are dead last in women's basketball, with a -9.4 net rating up to this point, while the Aces are 5th in WNBA, with a 5.8 net rating so far this season. All in all, go with the Las Vegas Aces to dominate here and cover the spread here. Take Las Vegas Aces -15 points. These teams have done incredibly well throughout the season in terms of hitting the over. The Wings are 1-3-7-1 on the over so far, while the Aces are 1-1-8 with the over hitting up to this point. When looking at the ability to score lately, they are both scoring the basketball at a great level, as the Wings are scoring 84.2 points in their last 5 games, while the Aces are averaging 92.3 points in their previous 4 games. Both teams are also playing at an extremely quick pace, as Las Vegas is leading the WNBA with a 98.16 pace so far, while Dallas is 5th in the sport with a 97.19 pace up to this point of the season. Go with over 175.5 points in this game as the better bet for this matchup. Take over 175.5 point. Chicago Sky vs Seattle Storm. Currently, these teams are not close to one another, as Chicago is 6th in the league with a minus 1.5 net rating, while Seattle is doing well as they sit in 4th place with a 7.2 net rating right now. When looking at how these defenses have been playing as of late, there is a difference as the Sky are allowing 80.2 points in their last 5 games, while the Storm are giving up 71.3 points in their previous 4 games. Go with the Seattle Storm minus 8.5 runs. Both defenses defend the perimeter extremely well, as the Sky are 3rd in the WNBA with a 31.3 opposing 3-point percentage, while the Storm are 5th with a 33.03 point percentage against. They defend it well and struggle shooting from distance, as Chicago is 11th in the sport with a 30.6 percentage as a team from beyond the arc, while Seattle is last at 30.0% right now. Go with under 164.5 points. Phoenix Mercury vs Los Angeles Sparks. The Phoenix Mercury 101010, 4th in Western Conference, are set to face the Los Angeles Sparks 5-15, 5th in Western Conference, in what promises to be a thrilling matchup. The Mercury are coming off a 104-96 road win on Wednesday against the Dallas Wings. The Sparks are coming off Tuesday's 8-2-8-0 home loss against the Washington Mystics. With these teams not doing too well, this should be an intriguing matchup. This spread does not make sense outside of the injury report, but Brittany Griner and Rebecca Allen are both game-time decisions. When looking at the first 2 games between these teams this season, the Mercury hold a 16.5 average margin of victory so far. When diving into the offensive ratings throughout the entire season, there is a large gap, as the Mercury are 6th in the WNBA with a 100.6 offensive rating thus far, while the Sparks are 10th in women's basketball with a 97.9 offensive rating entering this matchup. Go with the Phoenix Mercury to win by multiple possessions on the road, as the Los Angeles Sparks are just the inferior team right now. Take Phoenix Mercury minus 3.5 points. These offenses have been scoring just enough to feel comfortable with taking the over. The Mercury are scoring 87.5 points in their last 4 games, while the Sparks are averaging 79.2 points in their previous 5 games. Both teams should play with a good pace, as Phoenix is 3rd in the WNBA with a 97.42 pace so far, while Los Angeles is 9th with a 96.42 pace up to this point. All in all, take over 167.5 points in this game as the better option, as these teams are going to struggle defensively. Take over 167.5 points.